with, basically their request is all we're doing, okay. I actually looked it up this morning, so I move to go ahead.
Yep.
All in favor?
A second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Good.
The next one will be the Spencer Conservation Club. Also, it's been exempt. They have some gun trainings and things for kids. I know the Boy Scouts go down there and camp and do, there's a lot of good things there. They've been exempt for many years.
Okay.
I'll make a motion that we approve it.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Spencer Masonic Lodge, number 95.
Same thing.
Also been exempt,
Right.
qualifies.
I'll make a motion that we approve it.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Yep. Aye.
This is Connections, a communal church. They haven't,
Yeah.
show they're already
Yeah,
exempt, so.
The Connection Church. Yep,
Is that the one down there?
Yep.
yeah, Edwards Building, they
Yeah.
bought it and,
Old
Yeah.
medals.
yeah.
I'll make a motion that we approve it.
Second. Josh,
They
already.
they purchased it. Were they already exempt before, or is this their first?
No, will be their first, first approval, but it's a church.
Yeah.
They,
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Is there a reason they hadn't filed before?
Well, they didn't own it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the first year they owned it that they could file.
All right, makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay, thanks. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Faith Baptist Church. It looks like they've not been exempt before. That's a non-residential, or a residential piece of property.
This one's residential.
So it's not the Baptist church over here?
This is 4857 Cataract Courts
Jackson.
Drive.
Yeah, Jackson Township.
Oh.
And this is, it's showing,
It's just showing like it's just, says there's 3 mobile homes on it.
yeah, but they're in poor condition.
Yeah.
So I doubt anybody's living in them. But what's, what do we know about this one? That's long.
I don't know.
I don't
Too
know
much
that
about
one.
it.
What's the address again?
4857. Cataract Courts. Lot 4.
What's it say we use or whatever?
Yeah.
I think they.
Do they have 3 parcels?
They own, this is the same, and they just own up there.
Do they
It's
have-
just contiguous with their other people.
Do they have 3 parcels?
Yeah.
No, this, I think that.
They have
already
more
have,
than 3.
I believe.
They have where the church is, and then they own a couple lots in that, off that Cataract Courts Drive.
What do they do with the other 3 lots?
Good question.
So they have 4 parcels, right? And does the church only sit on one?
I think the church sits on 2 of them, and the parking lot sits on the 3rd.
Okay.
And then these are kind of behind in the, off that little court behind them.
I know there was a mention of mobile homes, they're not still on there. right?
I don't see them on there. They are on the property card, but
Yeah. I guess my question is, just wanna make sure that all 4 parcels are used as,
well, I don't know that that one is, because the church is here and that one's back on the other side of the drive, or on the other side of that court.
It says it's for future parking and bus lot.
okay.
Okay, well, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
I mean, I guess what my main concern is not, residential homes or rental properties or something, that they're, so providing all 4 lots are used as the church purposes,
Correct.
I don't see an issue with
Yeah,
them being.
as long as they don't rent out the manufactured homes.
Oh, I was gonna say, I mean, do we know that those are gone? Manufactured homes?
If for our aerial, they're
For
not
the
there.
aerial, they're
Yeah.
not.
Okay, okay, they just haven't reflected.
Yeah.
So
It
they're,
says
they're currently
future.
gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
We just need to remove it.
Okay.
Well, I think as long as it's vacant,
Yeah,
But
here's
do we
a,
know that?
that's what I was asking.
here's a clear aerial.
Okay, so they're gone, they're just still on the card.
So that's the church.
So there was like. So there was one here too? Is that theirs too?
I don't,
Because the church is here, right?
right. Let me make sure I've got the right. Yeah, it's Faith Baptist. That address.
How long has it been a church?
That's been there for a while.
You guys been here longer than I have, I don't, I couldn't
They've
tell
been
you.
using that as one of their locations for voting for several years.
I
That's,
think I know which one.
so they used it for a voting location.
Any reason it wasn't,
I think they just purchased the property, it was for that. It was just they just newly purchased it.
okay. So this has March of 2024, it's exempt now, right? Or is it not exempt?
No, it's not exempt.
It's not exempt?
No.
Okay. I mean, as long as all 4 lots are being used for
Yeah.
church purposes.
And that's what they're saying, is it's for a parking lot. And even if those trailers were there, they're not gonna be, they're not livable
Right.
trailers.
Okay.
Their intentions are probably to
For parking.
make it for parking.
Okay. And once, they applied in March of 24, or I assume that's what the date was, are they every 2 years as well?
Yep.
So my point is, if we approve this today,
Yep,
and we go back,
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah,
next year,
if we would approve it, and if they used it for parking, and then they pulled a trailer on it
Yeah,
and rented it out to Josh, we'd find out.
yeah.
And at that point, it's a change of use, so we just take it off,
Okay.
and they'd have to refile again even at that point.
Okay. So we can approve this today as all 4, and if we find out that there's something different on there, we can,
Yep.
I don't care to drive by it, so.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
like you said, if,
check it out.
even if they're still an old mobile home, it's not being lived in.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think that's a big deal, but as long as it's all gonna be church, you know what I'm talking about.
You
not
bet.
Rental property, so.
You bet.
I say we go ahead and approve, it was all 4 lots, correct?
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Okay.
Passes.
This is Sweet Owen, and it's basically just a reapply for 4 properties that they have.
Concord.
And they're all adjacent properties.
Except for, there's one on Lanes Drive, a house on Lanes Drive that they just purchased
Yep.
a couple of years ago, but it's
In
a
Lane's-
house that I think that they've been managing anyways.
In Lane's addition?
Yeah.
Yes,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion that we accept it.
What's the house used for?
For their, for the people to stay,
For
to
their
live in.
clients.
Oh, okay.
For those people to
Okay.
live in, yeah.
Yeah, I'll second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Carries forward.
Humane Society, just to reapply.
I move that we approve it.
Yeah.
Second it.
Second. All in
All in
favor?
favor? Yeah.
Aye.
Aye.
Church of the Common
Salvation.
Salvation. This is basically, I think, the Trumbull, it's part of their church down there. Just adding, because the property's currently vacant.
And this is a new application.
And this just, and this is for 2 parcels that they own?
I
what?
believe, is it 2 parcels? I think it's only 1 parcel.
Is it a reapply?
No, it is a new apply. To add it manually to their.
So it's just the 1 parcel where the church sits then?
No, this is a vacant piece of property. This is a vacant piece of property next to it.
Oh, yeah.
Next to the church.
Yeah.
So is the church already approved?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're asking for the other little.
Yeah,
it's a
another little
corner
piece,
parcel,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So just basically will be included with the church property, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
So it shows Trimble owned it before.
Yes.
Yeah. So they'll wind up with 2 parcel approvals, but then it'll be just that one little, basically the one little block where the church is at.
Yes.
Okay. I make a motion to approve it.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, so this is a QNOT food pantry. They are not currently exempt, but they have purchased a commercial piece of property up in QNOT and converted it to a food pantry.
Um, I'm probably ignorant on that one, because I didn't look at all of them. Is it common for a food pantry to be exempt?
As long as they're a 501c3.
And they are.
And I believe they are.
I was just making sure.
Motion to approve food pantry.
I'll second it.
That's just, yeah.
One we've been looking for.
So,
The last.
oh, well, yeah, you gotta vote.
I'm sorry, we did a second.
Yeah, I did. I think I did.
All in
Yeah,
favor?
you-
Right.
Sorry, I was still looking at that. Sorry, I was looking at it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries.
All right, so the last one is Indian South District of the Westland Church. This is the property on North Street. It is actually for the rentals apartments that they have there on West Street.
Is it West Street or North Street?
North Street, sorry, North Street. So behind Insurance Services Building, there's that church. And then these are the buildings right beside that, which have been rented.
What's it say, intended use?
And it
I'd
says,
say those are apartments.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
I
doesn't,
would too.
it says church usage, nonprofit, all rooms, entire house.
do they submit anything to say that it's,
So it says Indiana South District of the Wesleyan Church, this is the parsonage used for small group activities and pastor to stay in when he is in town, when in town.
so they don't rent it out?
I would say it's the building behind it, but the front one, they still have people renting it. There's two houses on the property.
Yeah, and
There's two
that
big
one
ones.
house on the corner,
It's on the alley, the one on the alley side, closer to.
Is that the one they rent, or is that the one they use?
The
for
bigger
parking?
one is the one they rent. Because when I pass it, there's always cars everywhere.
Yeah.
So, I think the back one is the smaller house.
Mhm.
I think that might be what, and you guys can give like a percentage of the property exempt if you want to. You don't have to make it 100%, like the whole property 100% exempt if you don't want to. But they had an exemption at one time, but it came to light that they were renting it to people, so the exemption was taken away on that property. The church still had its exemption.
If we choose to divide or split up, how is that, because in my opinion, the rental house should be worth X and then the back building is worth whatever. Who determines that percentage? Or do we just say 80% or something like that? I mean, I don't, if we just fill
Any
out a
of that.
percentage.
Yeah,
Any of that would work, I believe.
yeah,
As I say, I don't think we should just fill out a percentage because we don't know. But
yeah.
for instance, I'm assuming there's an assessed value that's given
Yeah.
to the house and the rental part, and then a percentage to the building out back, which is obviously not just used as a garage or whatever, it's.
Well, I mean, you could say that you just want the assessment for the one house exempted, and if you wanted part of
Okay.
the ground exempted,
Right.
at that point, that might be a percentage if it's,
Yeah.
split into two, if
Okay.
it's not split into two,
There, they don't say that.
then you could say, we want the entire, value of the one house.
But that would be able to be broken down and provide to them and saying, hey,
yeah.
Yeah.
you know, you're using this as income, so
They rent
Yeah.
it
this
out.
is taxable, this is not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would almost be easier to put just a easy percentage on it. If not, that's fine, but what I would recommend is, like, the land value, we're gonna really break it down, land value, or just this structure exempt, or this structure, and a percentage of this structure and the land, or, because each structure will have a home site, maybe not, I'd have to look at it.
Well, these are lots in town, so they're probably all one.
But it's the same
Probably
lot,
on,
isn't it?
on one.
Yeah.
Both of these dwellings are on the single lot north of the church, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would be a percentage we'd have to
Oh.
put on that.
Basically, there's one slot for land value, then there's the big house, and then there's the little house. So essentially, there's three things.
So like you could put a percentage on the land and say like 25% or something like that, because that's what the house sits on. And then say the entirety of the house, of that second house would be, and then,
Well, then this would be my proposal, based on what I'm looking at. If you need a value, I would do 25% of the lot land, would be exempt. 75% would be where the rental house sits. And then the rental house dwelling would not be approved. But the back building there that they use partial for parsonage or whatnot, that would be approved. Does that make sense?
The smaller house takes up most of the property, or, yeah.
I said 75% of the land value would go to the rental property, 25% to this. This is what they use for the parsonage rough, yeah. So, and then this would be, this back building that they use for that would be exempt. And then the front part that they use as a rental would not.
Okay.
So-
I agree.
So there'd be a value
Yeah.
there, an exempt value there,
Yeah.
and then 3/4 of that lot, which is, in my understanding, would be rental, and then 3/4, or a quarter of the land would be not
Exempt.
exempt, yes, sir.
I think that, like, because all they're submitting is, they don't submit anything showing it's not rented, but.
Yeah,
Because they're seeking 100%,
right,
but we don't have any evidence to show that that's not
100%,
100%.
right. Because it is, the front part, the front building is used as rental. Just curious, is it a single or is it a double? Or
There's four, I think at one point there was 4 units
Oh,
inside of
Yeah.
the main house, because they had 2 on the first floor and like 2 on the second floor.
Okay. That would be, that
And we,
would be my motion.
if we have to assume that
I'll
it's rented
second it.
unless they can prove it's not.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Debbie, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Pass. Motion carries.
You want to ask about the next meeting? Or do you want to just adjourn? Make a move?
Do we need to open, or do we leave this
Oh, yeah.
open?
Just, we can make a motion that says it's, can't think of the word now.
That's what you're here for.
Yeah, they just need to close the meeting, but not adjourn the meeting.
Yeah.
That's the, yeah.
What, so do we don't have the guy didn't come in, the appeal?
No,
No.
that'll be in the next, probably the next meeting. Those, I didn't have enough time
48,
between
58. I don't know where it went.
his appeal meeting and this meeting. So basically next week, we need to
48.
probably set another meeting.
Quarters.
uh,
So,
And
yeah,
leave this meeting open so we don't adjourn, but we roll on.
yeah.
Don't know what the right terminology there is,
I'm
So
but
we're just gonna close the meeting, but it'll continue to stay, yeah. We don't adjourn it, we just close the meeting, and,
We're closing this portion of the meeting?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do we have something?
We have to
This is
schedule
it.
the next one.
we schedule the next meeting.
Okay, all right.
So,
Do we schedule it before we leave?
preferably, yeah.
Okay.
So-
Since we're all here,
Yeah,
when are you suggesting we meet again?
So we're gonna close the meeting,